Royals, welcome back. Happy Tuesday. Hopefully you ate today because I have forgot. Today has gotten, is time going by fast to anybody else but me? My God, on today. Tonight we have case number 51. It is the Ozempic Confidence. I found that story to be quite amusing. Slapsgiving Dinner. Somebody gonna get slapped. And these kids is running the house. Child, they doing more than running the house. I'm going to have our co-host introduce herself, and then we are going to jump right into the stories because, child, every story got a story, and these stories a story.
And they are, hey y'all, it's Dizzy Des Delicious, honey. Designs by D, the nail tech of the gods coming to slay. My opinion and these nails, honey. Let's go.
There we go. So let's see. Ro will be joining us in a minute. I forgot to send the girls the link, so I was early setting up the show, and then I got on the phone with my sister Gina, and I'm a human. It's only like 100 of y'all that watch faithfully. I think y'all watch
We
a
ain't
lot.
judging.
I don't give a shit if you are judging. You see how that works? I'm just saying. Until I actually start getting paid, let me tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to keep doing what I do and do my best. But in the event that somebody calls and I want to have a conversation, child, I'm going to have my conversation. And y'all know I can't do two things at once for whatever reason. I think I'm getting older. I don't know.
I'm hollering.
I used to, man, I'm telling you, I used to be smart, like super smart, like could get 2 degrees at once smart and fire your ass, process payroll, all while on a plane traveling. I think I
That's
burned
that
myself.
boss shit, baby.
A real boss in real life. Okay. And now I'm just, should be somebody's grandma.
I'm so weak.
Because this is what I truly feel like every day. Okay. So this is why I did, but I don't want to. So here we go. So story number 1. Let us see. Let us. Okay.
Did you read the disclaimer? Okay, thank you. Bye.
Don't give me food.
I got your back, babe. I just got your back. That's all. I'm sorry. Where's some food at?
Period. You're looking out. Okay. And for those that care, my mouth is doing a little bit better today. I've been talking but no chewing. So that's probably why I'm gonna eat after though. I'm gonna eat. Okay. This show is for entertainment, commentary, and educational purposes only. All opinions are alleged and based on submitted stories. We do not promote harassment or bullying. Please be respectful in the comments while still keeping it real. Let me tell you. So, tonight, oh my God, on today. So, I do have a couple of questions because these are all going to be in the story. So, I need you to start thinking. First of all, we don't ever all the way call kids out their name. You try not to attack kids. Do your best. When somebody levels up, do you automatically start thinking that you better than somebody? Do they get to do that? That's going to be in one of the stories. Okay. Stick a pin right
Okay.
there. Okay. Is putting your hands on your parents ever justified? That's one.
Mm,
That's the doozy one. Watch. That's
mm,
the story. That's the doozy one. If you don't want kids, why are you playing house like you do?
mm, mm.
It's people's time. That's not okay. And then the last one, how bad do your kids have to be before you say enough is enough? Because a motherfucker not finna stick around and date you like that.
Oh,
So,
okay.
right. I said, oh, honey, it's tea. Oh, here we go. It's tea today. Okay. I put him off a little bit till you got here. I knew you was coming. So, let's see. Hello, Rose. Hopefully you had a good spring break.
Hey, Rom.
It wasn't my spring break last week. It was Amir's. Mine was the week before.
Oh, so early. That's crazy because so they what? Why don't they make it go with Easter no more?
Easter,
Before
I don't
there was
know,
people that either you did it the week before, half the schools did it the week
or
before,
the
and half
week after. Yeah,
they went on a
Pomona.
district. Why
Pomona's is this week the way it's supposed to be. So that's why I had to take off from some of I had to take off to take Amir somewhere because my spring break was before his.
Oh, okay. Oh, that's fucked up. Okay. Well, here we go. Let's see. Study number one. Ozempic and opinions. Now you skinny and disrespectful. Here we go. People have some fucking audacity. I know you lying. Okay. Am I the asshole for being upset that my boyfriend's mom lost weight and now thinks I'm too fat for him? Okay, so I, 30 female, have been with my boyfriend, 30 male, for 4 years, currently living together and progressing towards our future. Since living together, though, I've probably put on about 40 pounds of weight. It's a massive insecurity of mine. He never commented on my body or appearance whatsoever, but I know that I'm heavier, and so he's been much more mindful of food he's buying and starting to work out with me.
That's
While I'm
nice.
super grateful, he's been so supportive and on board with this lifestyle adjustment. I can't help but feel shame for not being able to do it on my own. Baby, that's what a partner is for. Independent women shit? Absolutely not. Enjoy it. A few nights ago, his mom asked if we wanted to go get drinks and dinner. I told him that he should go and that I didn't think that it was a good idea for me to join since one, we're seeing them this weekend for Easter, and two, I don't want to waste my calories. He told his mom that we had alternative plans and that dinner isn't a good idea right now. I think she intuitively knew why we declined because she sent him a separate text message encouraging him to still go and join her for dinner and that it's not his problem I'm struggling with portion control. Hmm. The kicker, his mom is also overweight and has been her entire life. Until recently, she lost about 60 pounds on Ozempic. Now she's found this new sense of self worth and suddenly has opinions on who her son should date. He's reassured me several times that I have nothing to worry about because I'm truly paranoid. This is something that I'm so ashamed of, and it feels like it's being weaponized. I never thought his mom would throw me under the bus in an attempt, it seems, to regain control over her son. I don't know what to do. Am I the asshole for being upset, or is this something I should trust my partner to be able to manage on his own? Mike drop.
Mm.
So, let me
I
see.
think I think she should let her partner handle it because it seemed like he's doing a good job. It don't seem like he's taking his mom's side like how some men probably would. So I think if I was her and he keeps reassuring her and he's doing things that's showing her that, I think she should let him handle it. I think he's doing a good job.
I
Yes.
agree. I totally agree. I mean, like for everything she said in the letter, her husband has her back 10 toes down. Like
Mhm.
he's right there. He's like right there. He ain't have no judgment. He ain't have no clowning moments. He ain't have no jokes. He literally just said, "Oh, okay, you don't like where you are? Let me help you change that." And he doing that with her. I think that's so beautiful. And then Ma Dukes, pipe the fuck down, Craig. Why
Right.
would you do that? You had to go get a shot to get your weight off. Don't act like you did that by yourself. Don't act like you was really great out here in these streets and you may not even look as good as you think. So, anywho, babe, bye. Honey, be encouraged. Stand by your man as your man has shown you he is finna stand by you. Plus, he probably think his mom is fat and should have lost weight a lot sooner. So he probably happy she got on Ozempic. But he don't want you on no drugs like that. He want to help you lose it naturally. Be okay with that shit. You didn't gain it overnight. You gained it because you
Right.
happy. You let's lose it happy. Let's not lose it miserable, honey. Please. That's all I got.
I would probably have to remind the mom.
So that was going to be my next question after I answer the initial question. So hold that thought. So for me, the question was, am I the asshole for being upset? No. You have the right to feel your emotions. And I would also suggest that you share them with your boyfriend if you want to. That way he can know is certain things that you may not want to do because of that, but you are working on getting back towards that. What I would also say is if you don't discuss it with him, it's something you need to heavily work on your own to get back to your old self very quickly. And let me tell you why. Um, it's not something like Des said, you didn't get there overnight. You can't change it overnight. But it's not fair to not live your life and be happy on your journey. And you should feel like more of a flex because you have your partner there with you, helping you. He's not just telling you, oh, you gain weight, so you shouldn't do this, you shouldn't do that. He's doing it with you. That's the best thing ever. What you want to see in the person you want to marry is that they have your back. He
Mhm.
had your back and he's doing it with you, and that's helping you to be able to do it. You have a partner because we can't do everything on our own. We can't. So he's helping you, and it's going to be something that you help him with and probably already do till today. It's the reason why he's investing in you. He saw it, and that should be like really, girl, I would be on cloud nine from that alone. That mama couldn't be able to tell me nothing because if she's so fly and all of that, she should be on a date instead of worried about me and my man. Okay? Be on a date. You all up in our business. And he said, you told him like you should, oh, babe, you go ahead and go with your mom. You know, I don't want to waste the calories or whatever. And I'm sure you wouldn't care if he went, but he's reinforcing, no, we're not going to go. And I think that's awesome. So change your frame of mind and stop being like that on yourself because it's also going to prevent you in your success of losing weight. Um, and you should be really happy right now. You guys get to spend more time together. You working on your health. These are long lasting effects. He has your back. Girl, I would be on cloud nine right now if I was you, like in real life. I really would. That's awesome. Then the next thing, oh yeah, and then the comment says Ozempic keyword had to use Ozempic. Leave it to your boyfriend, right? So I had weight loss surgery in 2013, I think 2013. The reason why I never told anybody at the time that wasn't around me is because that wasn't a badge to me and it wasn't a bad thing to me. It was a decision I made for me. And I told the people around me because some wanted me to do it way before. Some was just supportive of if I did it, and only one person didn't want me to do it. No, two people didn't want me to do it at all because I love you the way you are. That's why you do things for yourself. I made my decision solely for me and for my health because I tried everything. Everybody can't do everything. I needed the help. But what in any of my journey, even getting down to what I wanted to be my ideal size before I hurt my back, you didn't see me walking around all of a sudden. Now I'm taking more pictures and throwing it in people's face and doing all of these things. I wasn't like that. And I'm not like that today. Um, I don't understand why people do that kind of shit. And as a matriarch and a mom, this could potentially be your daughter-in-law of your grandkid. Like, why you want to treat her like that? If you so that leads me to the next question. You guys round robin again. Would at some point you feel like you have to say something, or would you only do it if she says something directly to like that's a
I would
lot.
probably give her a couple of passes because she is my elder. But if she kept on doing that, then I would have to let her know. Like my mom raised me to respect my elders, but if you disrespect me, I'm going to disrespect you back. So I probably would give her a couple of passes, being my boyfriend's mom and everything. But if she kept it going, I would have to bring her down a notch. Like, ma'am, you have to take Ozempic, and if you get off of that, you probably gonna gain it back. So let's not go there today. You
So
need to still be counting calories right along with me, ma'am.
so for recap, I'm pretty sure that Rose said that because she said, what did she say? She said she sent him a separate text message that says he should still join her for dinner because it's not his
Her,
problem. I
yeah.
struggle with you doing too much, ma'am. You doing too much. Because she could have
I
said, let
probably
me
think
borrow one of
after
your
that
shirts.
I would have said something. I would have said something right then. When she texted that to him and I saw it, I would have said something. But I'm pretty sure the husband probably told her don't say nothing. But yeah, it's up now, ma'am. It's up.
I would have went to dinner
So
because the way I know
okay.
Ozempic to work, baby, you ain't even eating for real.
You
You
not.
just want to go somewhere to show out. You taking the majority of your food to go, and that meal gonna last you at least 3 damn days. How do I know? Because I
That's why
was
she
on
threw the
Ozempic.
blow, Des. I think that's why she
Yes.
threw the blow of portion control when that piece sticks out for me the most. Because, bitch, how dare you? You didn't have portion control either at first, if that's the case. Because if you have portion control, and to be honest, all of us have taken the shot for different reasons. It
Mm-hmm.
literally changes your taste buds. So, like, where I really
Period.
like carbs before, I don't really like carbs. I only like certain things. So some of us, it works out where the things that you really shouldn't have had, you just all of a sudden don't want them no more. You think I'm finna start walking around like, ugh, why y'all still eating that? I would never eat that. Knowing in my brain, I have actually picked up some of this stuff like pizza. I love pizza. But when I bite it, it's just too much for me. One bite because of all the things is too much. But like that's just like me saying, "Oh, you're never gonna lose weight if you keep eating pizza." Knowing I went and bought one and didn't like it, and that's how I know. Like I still didn't stop trying. You get what I'm saying? Like you saying it
Yep.
like you just did this shit on your own. Like how? What are these elders thinking? What is wrong with y'all? That's why these young people don't
They
want to.
have to bring them back down a notch. That's what I'm saying. I probably would have had to bring her back down a notch. Like, ma'am,
She went to dinner.
let how soon we forget.
Period. Period. I don't understand. Like that's fucked up. You a elder, and you know what? Off topic a little bit, but this is why some of the young people have like a closed ear to us of a certain age. Like we have to basically gain their trust before they listen to us because so many of y'all sit up there and talk to them any kind of way so they don't want
Mm-hmm.
church for being judged. They don't want you to be their boss at work because the way you saying it, back in my day, we did this. Ain't nobody asked you back in your day. Each generation is supposed to bridge what that generation do plus what we did back then and speak to them in their language. Learn how to meet people where they are. Instead, why ain't the mama saying, "Oh, you on a weight loss journey too? Let's start going to walking together."
Right.
What is wrong with you? It ain't
That's
no more
I would
ground
have to knock
in
her
building.
down a notch. Like, ma'am, please.
But I mean, as far as respect, because we respect elders and we hold them on this high regard. But at this point, it's a lot of elders, and I'm talking my age and up because we are considered elders when we're talking to younger people. Before an elder could be, mama, I didn't disrespect Uncle Donald and Ronald, and they 10 years older than me. They were still in high school when I could remember standing next to them. And they were still my uncles, and they was older than me, so I'm gonna listen. Back in the day, you could have the older kids watch the younger kids because you gonna listen to the older kids. And y'all at the same school, but you still gonna listen. The high school, Mika, and then now the kids don't want to respect nobody because certain people like this are just so hurtful. They just so hurtful. Why do you want to hurt that girl and she done gained 40? Because bitch, if you lost 60 and you're still losing weight, is my bag off?
You still big.
Oh,
What do
okay. I was trying not to say that.
No, you still big. If you lost 60 pounds and still losing, you are big. So how dare you?
really?
She only needs to lose 40, and then really, she probably don't really even need to lose 40.
Probably don't. Probably just want to go back where
Go
she is.
back to what she was, yeah.
And sometimes on your weight loss journey back down, you'd be like, never mind. Because I know I did. I was like, y'all tell me if I get a bobblehead. And I don't know if y'all know this. I really don't show this. I usually wear a shirt that covers this because this bothers me a lot. I don't like it. So see, everybody has something. Yes, I have lost weight, but I don't want to lose another pound. I want to maintain and get the skin removed, but I'm still considered curvy, plus size, whatever. It's about you being comfortable with you. But if you know that this girl has an insecurity. It's not. I don't play on insecurities. I can't fucking stand Brene, but I will not talk about things that I know are a hurtful to her because she's still a human being. And what's the odds she will see my comments? Probably never. Now, in the beginning, when I was heated, did I say those kind of things? I don't remember, so don't hold me to it. But if I did, I'm pretty sure in there I still also said I just want better for you. Y'all don't even close the gap by saying, like, y'all off the hook. Yeah, that one. So our final verdict for you, baby girl, is focus on your boyfriend because he is T.
Yeah, he is.
Focus on your
He is
boyfriend.
totally husband material, honey.
Yes, yes, he is T.
Especially for that generation, that's real good.
Right, right. And honey, let me tell you, it's a lot of cardio and sex. Just have fun because your mama-in-law is jealous. So
I'm hollering.
next time she call, accidentally answer the phone.
I'm crying out loud. Go to bed.
Tell her to go on a date. Or just, oh, you've been looking good lately. Do you want me to put you on I lost weight from myfatass.com? You can find a boyfriend. You want to go on chubbychaser.com? Y'all don't know if those are any websites, but I do know that they have them. I'm just saying. You see, that's when they get mad when the younger people start dipping back at their ass, then they want to get mad. Because see, you done made them mad. So they've been thinking about what they was gonna say for a long time. Like that student that went and Kevin Hart, remember Kevin Hart said what his mom told him when he was little, okay, go say this to
Oh
the teacher.
yeah.
Them motherfucking kids be practicing. You better leave that girl alone. You better leave that girl alone. That's our final verdict, baby. Tell us when the wedding is. Okay, so I'm gonna respond to her with what we said. I didn't respond just yet. I knew that we would all be able to give good feedback. So I'll respond.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I knew we would. Because the bigger focus is, girl, he is T. And you are too. So you doing something about it. Shit, you only 30. Catch it before you get to your 40s, because child, it's hot. It's hot. Okay. Next story. Slapsgiving dinner. Daddy got served with a side of hands. Mm, mm, mm. Okay, so this story is a little bit long, so hang in there with me. I'm going to read it as fast as I can. Excuse me. Okay. Am I the asshole for slapping my dad in front of my kids after he made a comment about my divorce? Me, 38 female, is currently going through a divorce with my now ex husband. It has been really rough for me, especially having kids involved. My mom, MUM, so that lets you know where they are, has been very supportive of me and my choice. Not so much my dad. My mom has been around a few times helping with school pickups and dinner, which has been so helpful, but my dad hasn't really been involved. One night, my mom texts saying we should have family dinner, and of course, not inviting my ex husband. So the day rolls around, and me and my three kids go to my parents' house. I also forgot to say that I don't really like talking about my divorce because it's a sensitive subject for me, obviously. When people are in love and you get a divorce, that don't feel good. Some people get a divorce because they have to, not because they want to. Quick caveat. When we got to the house, my mom invited us in at the front door, but my dad didn't move. He stayed on the couch with the TV on. We all went and sat down at the table, and my mom had to say 3 times for him to come to the table. Of course, my dad, being my dad, blamed it on TV for being too loud and said he's partially deaf. My mom just shrugged it off. Maybe he is, girl. When he finally came to the table, he mentioned my ex husband and said, "Where's Henry?" Not his real name for privacy reasons, of course. I said we finished the paperwork and the court stuff ages ago, and the divorce was final. So it was just us four. It felt very uncomfortable, but my mom quickly changed the subject. The rest of the night was actually great. My kids were laughing, we were eating dinner, and I thought we had gotten past the awkward part. I was starting to relax and enjoy being around family again. Then, out of nowhere, my dad made another comment. He said something like, "Well, maybe if you had tried harder, you wouldn't be divorced right now." He kind of laughed when he said it, like it was a joke, but it really hurt. I felt my face get immediately hot. I've been going through one of the hardest times of my life, and I tried so hard to stay strong for my kids. Hearing that from my own dad in front of everyone just pushed me over the edge. Before I even really thought about it, I stood up, I slapped him. It shocked everyone. The room went completely silent. My kids looked confused, and my mom started calling my name. I grabbed my kids, told them to get their jacket, and we left right away. The drive home was quiet and I felt awful, but also angry and hurt at the same time. Understandable. Now my whole family is blowing my phone up. My dad says I disrespected him in his own home, and some relatives are saying I overreacted and should apologize. My mom understands why I was upset, but she thinks I shouldn't have done that, especially in front of the kids. I honestly don't know what to think anymore. I know hitting someone isn't the right way to handle things, but his comment felt so cruel and unnecessary during such a sensitive time. So, am I the asshole? And she has a sad face. Mic drop.
She ain't no asshole to me. People need to quit doing shit just because you a parent or you an elder. People need to have boundaries, and then she already said she's having a hard time, and y'all know what she's going through, and you feel like you could just say anything to somebody and then not have a repercussion. I know that's her dad, so that is kind of disrespectful. But then on the other hand, you shouldn't keep on. That's your daughter. You should understand how she's feeling. So I mean, maybe she can say sorry for hurting her dad. But the principal, sir, you keep on saying stuff to me about this divorce, and I'm telling you that is hurting me. No, and I wouldn't give a fuck about what nobody in the family is saying. Like, let them say that stuff to you. People do too much nowadays, and then when somebody has a reaction to your action, then they want to be feeling like, oh, you doing too much now. No, you was doing too much by saying that to me, sir. So no, I don't think she is the asshole. The only thing I will apologize for is that you're my dad. I didn't mean to hit you, but you should not keep on saying those things. And you know that's a sensitive topic for me. So no, you're not the asshole to me.
Okay.
No.
That wasn't good for your children.
It wasn't.
If you say something they don't like, they are justified. If you say something, they are justified in hitting you. Oh.
No, they not. That's two totally different things.
And read the dad. Okay. So my opinion is, moment of transparency. I have been one of those people that in a certain age of my life, probably 29 to 32, if I became angry to the point where I could not hear, it would be that bad, right? People would do things and I would get so angry. Not just the first thing. See, this isn't the first thing he did to her. She was on eggshells the whole time and she's going through something. It was a very hard time for me, no excuse. But if you did something to me before I knew it, I will have slapped the shit out of you too. And I stood 10 toes down. I don't apologize for that. Because are you gonna apologize for fucking me up
Exactly.
where I slap? I just stand on that.
Yep.
Because is that what I wanted to do? No, it's not, which is why I also wanted you to just leave me alone before it got to that point. But we cannot just I don't like the whole, well, you learn how to use your words and this. Do y'all understand that words sometimes hurt more? Like that slap you will get over, but that what you just said to me, especially at this time, especially like, y'all don't like abuse is a fucking abuse. The girl,
and people do that to people all the time. They do that to people on purpose.
I think
do it to them on purpose.
I think so. I just think that what should be said is, that sticks and stones will hurt my bones. No, but words will never hurt me. You a motherfucking lie.
No, words is the ones that hurt.
And I'm pretty sure you can remember when you was a kid, the worst thing a bully ever said to you, or the worst thing somebody ever. Stop it, please. It is very condescending. It is very rude. It is it's just fucked up. Neither should happen. But if one is a consequence of the other one, you can't back somebody in a fucking corner and then tell them how to come out. I'm pretty sure that girl would have loved to made it to that front door. Because in the end, when I finally said, you know what, I just can't be around these people, I realized that these things trigger me. So before that, I had got myself in such a frame of mind that I knew if I was around certain people, they would do things that other people couldn't notice or wouldn't see as big. And I started to plan my exits. That's not cool to do. That whole process is abuse of that person. Yep. And nobody don't see it. No. No.
Like, I can
Because
understand the kids seeing it, and that's not being a good thing. I could see that part with the kids, but it's like, you didn't know you didn't know that the daddy was gonna say that, so I didn't know that I was gonna react like that in that moment. So I no, my kids, I would have to.
So it's a good thing for them kids to hear that you telling them in front of their fucking mama that the mama is wrong for them being divorced.
Right.
So what if the kids now start treating her? Because kids sometimes in a divorce will pick a parent and tell one they will. So what if them kids start doing that to her, bro?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So I know sometimes they say it's not good for kids to see things, but she didn't know she was going to react like that. I'm pretty sure she didn't know that she was going to react like that. So no, Dad, now going forward, you know not to say that bullshit. Like, or you will get slapped again. Shit.
Right. Like, I would feel sometimes all I could say is in those moments.
I would have to be cool on my daddy for a little bit. Like, I would have to take time. I would have to take time away from him for a little bit so he can understand his actions. Like, what you're saying to me as a father is not cool. I would really have to take some time away from him. And you need to apologize to me. Like, you're my dad. If anything, you should have my back. It's no way in this world that I should have to go through that with my father.
As a man, can you imagine how many times she probably needed her daddy to just hug her and tell her it was going to be okay? Or something, and it sounded like he haven't been there at all. Or as a dad and a grandpa, I mean, like, you don't have, I can't see myself not being involved in, but you couldn't even sometimes be like, let me just get the grandkids so she can have a night. Let me just call my baby and see if she's okay. But that must mean you a fucked up dad. You probably treat her mama worse and probably thinking you didn't go half of what I put your mama through. And if it's mom, then that means they overseas. So we don't know how mom is spelled.
Oh, I was about to say, because I didn't know what mom means.
Mom. So they spell mom, M-U-M.
M-U-N.
In the UK. So they're over there. So no, I'm with you, Ro. I'm getting immediately into therapy, because what you're going to process through this fucking divorce is that your divorce was so bad, because it don't sound like that was a happy divorce. You're not giving no damn party. And your dad, so two men is fucking up your head while you're going through this. You need therapy, baby. I think, y'all, I'm not even going to front. I don't know if I could apologize.
That's what I said. I don't think I could apologize. At first, I was like, I'll apologize because it's my dad. Right. And I might still apologize, like, Daddy, I'm sorry for hitting you, but it's going to be a but in there. But you need to respect my boundaries. You're my daddy. It's no way you should be talking to me like that. I apologize for hitting you, but I'm still, everything that I'm saying, I'm standing on that. Like, you should never be against me, and I'm your daughter and I'm going through this. That would be the only reason why I apologize, to let him know how I feel. And if you cannot abide by how I'm feeling and respect my feelings, then I'm cutting you off. Like, period, point blank. I'm not about to come around you and you about to tell me how I could have still been married and all that. No, you're not about to do that to me.
If I would have tried harder, I could have still. You think?
Yeah, that would have set me over the edge too, please. But I didn't used to be like that. Now I will cuss somebody out. But since I've been on my journey, I've been doing very well. But I wouldn't cuss people out. I would take so much stuff from people, because everybody always would say, oh, Rashandi, when you say stuff to people, you hurt people's feelings. You don't got no filter, this and that. Still to this day, everybody be like me, when I go off on somebody, and I do that on purpose, I know what to say to hurt your feelings. So I'm going to say those things. So I would take a lot of stuff, but as I got older, I was like, no, I'm not doing that no more. So I'm cussing everybody out and not thinking nothing of it. If y'all don't want to be around me, you don't have to be around me. But at the end of the day, I know the reason why I said those things to you is because what you said to me. You can't just keep poking at a bear and not expect him to not do anything, especially going through something like a divorce. People, that's what I'm saying. People know what they're doing. Everybody is adult. If I could see if you was in your 20s or something, but when we're all adults, people know what they're doing, and they just do it because they think they can get away with it. I don't like that the world is like that right now. So everybody needs to be cussed out or slapped. They need to be popped in their mouth. because of the stuff that they're saying. And you'll think twice about saying that to somebody else. He wrong. The daddy is
So
wrong to
I'm
me.
with Ro. He's very wrong because that's abuse. Um, uh, what was I gonna say? I'm like Ro. I didn't used to say things before, and I would instead ask you to just stop doing whatever you were doing to me. Now, in this season, I don't put my hands on people no more, and I haven't in quite some time. But I also have learned who is intentionally trying to trigger me, and I get away from them. Whether I love
Mm-hmm.
you or not, I recognize you don't love me, and I have to accept it. And then third, I do, like Kevin Hart, plan out exactly what I will say to you. But here's the thing, because I truly love you and I'm only trying to get you to stop doing what you're doing to me, my reads don't come with additional things. So, example, if you come at me with a thing, I'm responding to that thing. I'm not adding in there, you had 12 abortions 26 years ago and you did. I'm not doing all of that because that's not love. To me, it's fucked up because you told me that as a confidant, as a cousin, as a friend, whatever. You don't dig up dirt for somebody
Yeah.
that you love, but I will give you examples of some other fucked up shit I saw you. So I probably should have knew you was gonna do it to let you know. No, this ain't a one time thing. I'm not going off at this level because of one time. It wasn't just
Mm-hmm.
you. It was set.
Yeah.
I'm bringing it all. That's all on the table right now. But only about those things. And if you decide to throw in something extra, I will layer it with you. I will match you. I'm very careful with the words that you use, and I will fire that shit back at you. I'm real quick.
Mm-hmm.
That's why I just prefer to just slap the shit out of you because the words it's worse. But now I just keep on my house code and I just stay. I just talk to the people that I love that fuck with me and we can fuck with each other. And even if I gotta tell Ro, oh, you on one today, she'd be like, I know, huh? Or she'd be like, Asia, you tripping. You right.
I
I
be
go,
knowing I be tripping sometimes, I know, but
no,
sometimes
but the point is I could tell you, that is what I'm saying. It's not an insult. It's a
right.
you tripping today, chill. Or you ain't tripping enough. You need to be met. Like I'm around the people that whatever needs to happen in that space out of love can motherfucking happen. I might pull you off a fight, and sometimes I might tell you, give me your earrings because we both finna beat this bitch up. I need to be around people that I can be myself, and they are my third eye. That's
Mm-hmm.
all I want to be around now. I don't give a fuck. That's just what it is. Period. Family and all. Period. Because you ain't that baby, that lady,
Yeah.
she was nervous from the knock on the door. Your child walked in,
Yeah.
a fucking child who was going through something, and you did not stand up and greet her. But as well, little lollipop, you should have walked over there to your dad. You walked in.
Mm-hmm.
Your parent, but see, I don't know what the culture is over there. That's why I made sure to say mom. Because in our culture, when you enter a room, a house, that's why the coworker that come in speak to everybody because you walked in. So I don't know what y'all culture is if he was supposed to stand up and greet you, but y'all didn't greet each other, so that lets me know it's some friction there. Um, There's anything you want to say about this story before we move to the next? These people's out of control.
Yeah.
That's what I was gonna say. Right there. It is out of control. What is going on? What, like, everybody is too much for me. It's just too much. But y'all both hit it on the head, so I'm not gonna add too much because y'all really did that for me.
Okay. Okay. So next story, you will comment first. Oh, here we go. Yeah, you'll
Oh,
comment first on the next story for sure.
oh, okay, okay.
It's short, straight into the point. Here we go. Story number 3. I love you, but I love my freedom more.
Mm,
I'm telling you, I can't make this shit up. This is what happens when you date somebody knowing you don't want the lifestyle they're dreaming about. Sir, you been new. You wrong as fuck. Here we go.
mm,
Let's see if he's wrong or not. Am I the asshole for wanting to leave my girlfriend while she wants kids? I,
mhm,
35 male, have been thinking about breaking up with my girlfriend, 36 female, of 2 years for a couple of months. I have to admit that I felt dreadful about it, especially in the situation where she recently started to want kids, to have a kid fairly soon, which, while openly uncertain, I've never been strictly 100% against it. While we go along really well, rarely fight, and overall a good pair in terms of navigating this relationship thing. I have this dissatisfaction about what comes with life and a relationship. In other words, my life is more meaningful when I live on my own. I adore the freedom that it gives. All of this to say that this is not something that arises from her being something or not, or us being together or being some or not being together. This is my very own personal perception of how I feel I should live my life in a way that makes sense for me. For me, planning everything in life in a pair is compatible with that idea. I now feel I should have very early on went against the mutual attraction to be very explicit about the kid thing. Now our mutual ages being a factor for this subject. Mm. I know I'm somewhat partly responsible for not having been totally assertive in admitting I don't want kids. Therefore, she should have been taking this time to look elsewhere.
Mm.
How should I feel? I know I must do it, but this is dreadful. Oh my God. This is dreadful of her position in face of this makes me feel so terrible that I feel I could keep avoiding it for months. Any advice? Throw the mic away.
Mm. Well, look, I had to drink something to clear my throat for that.
Why you dating them?
Sir,
Well, first of all, they've been together 2 years. So in those 2 years, go ahead.
that ain't even been long enough to even for me. That's not long enough for me to even care about what you're talking about. But you knew in the first year that you did not want what this girl was wanting. I'm sure as a woman, she's probably been upfront and honest about it the whole time, and you have known this. But now it's become a conversation. So now she's addressing it, which means you're now running from it. And so for me, write her a text message, write her a letter, write her an email. It doesn't matter. Quit wasting her time. If you're not man enough to go talk to her,
Then how was 2 years not long enough if you said he wasted her time? That's a double negative. 2 years was plenty of time to tell her that.
that's what I just said he knew in the first year that he didn't want that.
Right. Okay. Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Like that's not cool. You knew what you was looking for or not looking for from the gate. So for you to linger with her, that's not cool. So if you don't have the balls to communicate or break her heart, so you say, because you knew you've been breaking her heart for some time now, how about you just put it in a text and tell that girl you don't want to be with her no more? That's my opinion because you're a coward. And so although we cannot change your cowardness, we do need to stop her love for this pretend family that she's not in. It needs to be stopped immediately. That's what I
Now,
have. That's it.
okay. So in our response, um, should we address because this one is really shaky because he ended this not good. The thing that sticks out for me is you said you feel terrible that you could still keep avoiding this for more months. How do we know that you won't? You avoided it for 2 years. I don't trust you. I think you're gonna keep dragging this girl along.
Uh huh.
And that's the part that scares me is that you still not saying, I know I should be 100% honest and say it. Here's what you should do. That's what I'm saying. He knew before. Oh, they got together. He didn't want kids. Yes, yes, um, yes. I would, if I was you, because sir, I don't trust you because you're deceitful. You're a liar. You said I in here several times. So I personally don't think you should be in any relationship. I
Hmm.
don't. You shouldn't because you just said you want to always be by yourself. Um, you said it. You want to be
He
by
just
yourself,
like having consistent kitty cat.
and that's what it is. It sounds, you said you want to live on your own, have freedom. You don't want anything that comes. I have this dissatisfaction about what comes with a relationship in life. My girlfriend,
Just awful.
you're a liar. So am I the asshole for wanting to leave my girlfriend while she wants kids? You're an asshole for having a girlfriend.
Hmm.
You shouldn't have a girlfriend. You should just be out there like a passport bro, or you should never call anybody your girlfriend. You should never get close to them. You need a bed buddy. You need what's called a bed buddy. But see, you
Mm.
don't like that uncertainty, and that leaves them open, knowing that they can go out there and date and live their
Hmm.
perfect life. And you pick the worst time to do that to her. In your 30s, after 30, you should never do something like this to somebody, because those are the years you start for the mature. Those are the years that you start planning a family and planning marriage, and you typically reached your career level and things like that. And so I'm pretty sure that conversations about the future happen. You can't make me believe they didn't. If you saying that, y'all been and it's gonna fuck her up real bad, and it's gonna fuck you up too. That's why you don't want to let it go, because you said y'all get along well. um Everything is great in a relationship, but you selfishly stolen her time, and she can never get it back. So understand, you are going to hurt her. And I need you to take a screenshot of this and send it to her and tell her, and be honest. Try to be honest for once in your life and say, admittedly, because I have fallen for you and you match everything I want within my parameters, but now you want to now it's time to step outside of those parameters and give a fuck about you. And I'm not willing to do that. And I should not do that if I'm not willing to do it and ruin somebody else's life. I have to be honest with something I should have said in the beginning, but I want you to hear it the real way. I don't want to sugarcoat it so that you think, well, maybe I could possibly. I need you to see exactly how I said it to strangers, because this is what I truly feel. I was my most authentic self when I wrote this, and you need to show it to her.
Hmm.
I
I
think
agree.
you need to do. I think it's time for you to be a man, because this part of you is not a man. I'm not saying all of you, that's not realistic. This part of you is not a man. And the only way you can walk away from this with a clear conscience is knowing I cared about somebody else more than myself. That this is at least how I did it on my way out. And you need to leave her alone. That's fucked up. That's fucked up. You stole her time.
And thought nothing of it.
There are women that think the way he does. Right? Oh, it's called a hooker hoe. My God. You can get one that you will be able to. Oh, I'm going, John.
I'm hollering. Okay, Mom. We hear you. Thank you.
I don't even have nothing to say to that, because
Good. We hear you. Thank you very
she'll
much.
buy a horse. She'll do whatever you ask her to do. And you're not hurting her at all. Um, there are people out there that don't desire kids and don't care. I have a cousin that I actually have three cousins, all sisters, and none have kids. They do not want children. I am the daughter to two of them. They don't want kids. And child, they in their 60s now, living their best life. They don't give a damn. You are not lying. You are not lying, because I don't see how he's going to navigate the space of both in dating somebody forever and you stay in two separate households. How is the relationship beneficial? Because you want to help them each other financially by, having one cumulative house, or if they want kids, maybe get with somebody that already has kids, but he doesn't want kids. um I don't know how he gonna navigate this. So you right. I don't know. But there are people out there like that. Are the pickings Slim? Yes, they are. But the reason why you're getting wifey material out of this lady, you're getting all the things that feel good, that are family from this lady, is because she desires a family. So you want the benefits of a woman who operates and thinks like that. You don't want the benefits of a woman that thinks like you. That be most of you motherfuckers' problem. Y'all don't want the match. You want the one that you can control or that's beneath you. You don't want the match, and you don't want the one that's higher. And let me tell you why. Because even you YNs that date somebody that's older you and got it together, or somebody that dates a woman that's a breadwinner, most of y'all cheat. I'm talking about the men that want a woman and they don't desire, cheat, or fuck up on another woman. It's not very many of you. Most of you cheat and you're trifling ass motherfuckers. But if you got with the person that aligned with what you could do and what you want, I don't think you would cheat. See, a lot of y'all want a hoe. Then get with a hoe. But then you can't have a housewife. And then,
Now they
you say
just greedy.
housewife, but you don't want the hoe. I'm sorry, but as a housewife, I don't want your dick in my ear. It doesn't belong there. I know you saw that on a porno and it probably looked good to you that she got that ear infection and all of that. You're not doing weird shit like that to me, okay? It's nothing sexy about that, and I think it's fucking degrading. And you didn't think of that until you saw it on a goddamn porn.
My Lord.
You have
Okay.
you have habits and things that you are thinking of that just aren't even human. But you're thinking of the shit because you're feeding that part of yourself. Well, go feed it with the person that's also feeding that part of themselves. But stop wasting people's fucking time. I don't really understand. It's a bunch of selfish ass people, and most of them are men at this point. From the trans men to the regular men to the gay. Y'all, there's something wrong. There's something wrong with you. Leave that girl alone, okay? Leave her alone. He said he said he want to be alone like Macaulay Culkin. I want to be married and live alone. He doesn't want a relationship, so he needs to be a hooker. Oh my god! But I'm pretty sure he likes all the things they do together, though. I don't know, bro. What is he? What would you tell him to do?
I forgot I had my thing on with Amir being loud. Um, to leave her alone. Leave her alone because, like you said, he just being selfish, and like everybody keep on saying, men just be selfish. Like they want all the perks that come with being in a relationship, but they don't want to really commit. And you, like y'all said, you know that coming in a relationship that you don't want no kids.
I don't even
So
know if
that's not fair to that person. But that's why I think we talked about that one time when we said, when do you talk about if you want kids or not? Like, are you supposed to talk about that on the first date?
yes,
So sometimes you do talk about that on the first date, but what if you did want kids, but you changed your mind? Like, I don't know. But I think whenever he felt like that, he should have told her that and not strung her along. Because you probably could have changed your mind for a reason. I mean, so you should have told her when you felt like that and when she starts talking about having children.
right. But he literally wants to live on his own too. He don't want.
Yeah, he don't need to
Don't
be
want
in a
to.
relationship then. Like you
I
don't need
want to
to
be
be in
a
a
parent.
relationship.
Right. Like how you say girlfriend and then say I don't want to be a pair.
Man. Shit.
Little bitches.
A man
Escort.
being a man.
You can. Oh, I know. I know. Okay, I know. No, it's not a hooker hoe. It's actually the new sugar babies. So for real, I'm not even being funny because I've been watching one. Her name is Honey K. She's in LA. But she used to strip and she's in her 20s. This was like 3 years ago. She used to strip. She stopped a year ago. She literally stripped to make her money, and then she started a business, does YouTube, does all of these things. So now she's not doing it, and she's 28. So she met her goal. But in the process of that, now she's going back and telling her stories of the different things that she did. So she had a sugar daddy, and she said, "Hey, everybody, listen. You're dumb. Did you know that if you have a sugar daddy, you agree to certain things? But if y'all out here talking about you got a trick, your purpose of it is so that you don't give up your cat. You're not supposed to do that. You supposed to, they're a trick. They're paying you to go on dates with them, be seen with them, spend time with them, stuff like that. So maybe he could go to sugarbabies.com and he could do the drop down menu and pick the things he wants because they stay on call. Like whenever you call a sugar baby, they come. So if you want to go on a date, they will
And
come.
he probably
And
ain't
it's
gonna want to pay for that. So
so he too broke for his dreams.
yeah, he probably ain't gonna want to pay for that.
I'm hollering on the inside.
Oh,
Oh
I'm
my.
trying to think of solutions. I mean, because you got to think of real world ones, and that's what sugar babies do. They do. You break them up, and they. I've been learning, honey. I told y'all I do my research before I get up here talking. That way I can say, and I'll paste it below, because I've been. I listen. I think, honey K, I like her, and she right in L.A. I like her. I'll meet her at the Sloss and Swap meet, um,
I'm weak.
because oh, I'm serious. Because here's the thing. I respect people in their truth. If you a fucking
Mhm.
we grew up in a different era. Again, we respected a parent if we knew that they was the parent walking around unfortunately and got too strung out. When they came around and they talked, we listened. We still hugged them. We still loved on them. We still care about them. I could love you where you are. What I don't love is a fucking liar. I'm tired of people lying
Right.
to the point that it hurts other people and impacts their life with shit they can't get back. That's fucked up. Like it's not right. I don't like it, friend. I don't like it.
Not at
So
all.
people be more mad when they get laid off or fired from a job than they do from a motherfucker that's literally impacting your life and voluntarily lying to you every day. A job told you at the
Hmm.
beginning can fire you at will. Shit, they told you. And they pay you every 2 weeks or whenever you get paid. I don't know. Okay, next story, last story. Here we go. This one about some badass kids, child. Speaking of kids. It's crazy how I line these stories up and one goes into the. I subconsciously am getting good at this shit, y'all.
I love
Okay.
that for you.
I do too. Okay, here we go. Okay. Oh God. Them kids running you and you letting it happen. Okay, here we go. Am I the asshole for wanting to break up with my girlfriend over her kids? Let's see. Hey y'all, I've been with this girl for about 7 months now, but there's a massive issue and we fought over it before. I'm wanting to see if anyone has had has had these problems or any opinions or if I'm just overreacting like she claimed. So I have no experience with kids before this relationship. She has two kids from two separate dads, an 8-year-old and a 4-year-old. They're both awful. That's literally my opening statement about both of them. The 8-year-old is hyper dependent and angry. She refuses to even get water for herself, and if she doesn't get her way, she'll start screaming and crying. She is angry all the time. If I don't buy her something she wants, she will let me know how unhappy she is by screaming and crying. She refuses to even make something as simple as cereal for herself, even though I've taught her multiple times. She even needs me or her mom to start the shower for her. When she does shower, she'll fight so much about a shower that her mom will let her go 2 or more days without showers. And oh my God, and she's the easier of the two. The 4-year old is rough, very. He's clingy, he's a clingy child. When we bathe and he's outside of the bathroom and realizes it, he will scream and punch the wall and eventually start scratching the wall enough to make the paint come off. He will punch you. He will punch you to get your attention, whether you're an adult, a cat, or an infant. He will not listen. If you tell him no, he will stand there jumping and stomping and screaming his lungs out until his mother gives in and gives him whatever he wants. Even in stores, he'll run away and try to hide while screaming his lungs out the entire time. He refuses to potty train. If you stop paying attention long enough, he'll take his diaper off and shit on the bed.
Oh my God.
He can go to the potty. I had him doing it for 2 days, but his mom refused to enforce anything. So he went back to pooping in his pants, and he knows his mom will clean it up, so he doesn't give a shit. I'm ashamed to bring them around my family at any social event since it's so embarrassing to me to have them act like that. Am I the asshole? And then I have two edits. You want to hear the edits first, or you want to respond to this?
I want to hear the
Like,
edits.
girl.
Because baby bye.
One more One more thing that bothers me is that she says it's impossible to fix. These kids are up to like 2 a.m. every night just watching TV or playing with tablets. But she claims if you take them away, they'll just scream and find some other reason to stay up. But the worst thing, their mom doesn't care about their behaviors, even after I ask her to try to be more strict with them or help them learn so they would stop having panic attacks and breakouts after hearing the word no. Baby, that's not a panic attack. She's lying to you with that word. Oh my God. Or being told that they can't have something. I'm at a loss since this is my first time with kids and raising them. Child, you was raised with kids. Am I in the wrong for expecting too much, or is this normal? She even made it seem like I'm just an asshole. Next edit. Thank you all for your responses. I've had a sit down with her and it turned into the usual turning back on me. She says she refuses to abuse her kids verbally or physically. All I asked for her to do was put them in time out or take things away when they're misbehaving and add some structure into their daily lives like a bedtime. It's obvious that she isn't willing to put any effort into it. What do I do?
Bless his heart. Exactly what you want to do. Move on.
For real.
Move on.
You had to write no letter on this because I would have been gone. I wouldn't even need nobody's opinion or nothing because ain't no way in this world that you would, even if you haven't been in a relationship with nobody with kids, to think that that's normal. Hell, you low key need to call CPS on her. You low key need to call CPS on her because that shit is not cool. Like nobody, she ain't gonna never be with nobody because ain't nobody gonna deal with that. She should be lucky that she had somebody that cared enough about them because some of them men would be beating them kids. So at least she had somebody that tried to bring structure into her family. But I wouldn't even do that. Like, peace out. I don't have no kids. These is your badass kids.
Right. How
No,
do you let your kids go or your daughter at 8 through such a tantrum that if she behaves that way, you just don't. Okay, then don't take a shower then for a
ain't no.
couple.
She gonna keep doing that because she know that you doing it. They know what to do to get their way. Kids are super smart.
Very, they're smarter than adults because they're very observant. Um,
Mm-hmm.
and then the other one, you scratching paint off walls and you hitting people and you running in stores screaming and hollering. What?
Girl,
I'm not going anywhere with you in public.
Ever.
let them around my family.
And mom with two kids, 8 and 4, by two different baby daddies. Why is this nigga around your kids so fast?
Girl, they be around them earlier than that. 8 and 4 is to me, I almost feel that's good because them people be around people kids and
I'm
they don't
sorry, they've been dating 7 months. I'm sorry, I meant they've been dating 7 months. How is he around the kids already and they've been dating 7 months to this degree?
people bring them around their kids when they meet them in 2 weeks. People bring men or I'm just saying women because I know women. Women bring men around their kids very fast. They bring them around very fast, and when I see that, I be at a loss of words. But I'm like, maybe just because the way I was raised, my mom did not bring men around us unless she was really serious. She didn't bring. We didn't see all that. These women now get a boyfriend or somebody they messing with, and they around their kids ASAP. Like I do not agree with that, but a lot of women do that and don't think nothing of it.
Okay, so next question. Some okay, what kind of man are you? That's a nasty environment. I couldn't be
Yeah,
there. You know what I'm saying? The daughter not showering for days. That's a problem for me. The son just shitting everywhere. That's a problem for me. I wouldn't be able to be with her.
girl,
Girl,
we would
get
have
your
been.
life
We would
together.
have
You
broke
shouldn't
up.
even be dating.
Yeah, we would have broke up so fast. That's kids are dirty. I don't care if they don't want to take. You could take a quick shower. You gonna get wash all that dirty stuff off of you. I don't play that stuff. I don't.
At
You can't get
8 years
on my
old,
couch.
a
You
full
can't get
shower.
on my bed. Nothing with your
Yeah.
school clothes on. No. I don't know
Period.
When
how he
Harley
lasted
come in
that
the door, when Harley come in the door, she have to take off her clothes, get in the shower, then do her homework, this, and this. Or if she didn't have a busy day, then she come in, do her homework. It's like she don't go nowhere near the kitchen or the bedroom until the shower is taken, is what I'm trying to say. Like when we was kids, you even came in when we was kids. We came in and we took off our school clothes and put on play clothes, laid down, did our homework because we was outside kids. So we didn't take our shower right away because we was going right back out to play.
Yeah, you was outside playing.
Yeah, when we came back in from playing, it was literally go to the bathroom, take that off, put
Mm-hmm.
that in the wash and shower and or bathe while I'm making the dinner. You didn't even, to your point, it wasn't no, oh, let me come in and sit on the couch. And if it
Yeah.
was kids, like you would sit on the floor. There's nothing wrong with sitting on the floor. You sit on the floor and watch TV until it's time to go, if for you to take a shower or whatever like that. But your 8 year old, your body as a girl could start to change around that
Girl,
time.
they be musty already at 8. At 6 and
Yes.
7, they be musty. So you a little girl, and like you said, these little girls be starting their little cycles early now. They be 8 and 9 years old, like they young.
Hmm. I couldn't be what. See, I understand she's probably made you feel guilty, and some part of you feels guilty, like, oh, not dating somebody just because they have kids. I'm pretty sure she's told you some sob stories
Mm-hmm.
and roped you in. That's manipulation. There are women that manipulate. That's manipulation. Leave that alone. That you don't even have kids, and that's the introduction you getting
He
is
ain't gonna never want no kids if he think they all like that.
you gonna beg for them to take your little wee wee away. I
Girl,
was
That's so
I would
funny.
call yes and just have that on the low. Like I want to be anonymous. I'm being anonymous when I call because that no, those be the people that need their kids taken away or intervention done, and the
intervention
kids stay there.
because y'all do y'all realize what I'm? The kid is still in a diaper and pooping. The kid is 4, 4, and you do it when you get mad and shit like that. Like, no. So your kids get mad and they do nasty shit. Like, no, I'm not gonna be here because I don't want to be around this shit. I don't want to touch nothing. I don't want to be around it. I can't.
If they be knowing they do, like I said, they do that on purpose. He did that for 1 week at school. Now it took me longer to potty train him because him being on the spectrum, but they still be surprised now that he's potty trained, and I be wondering like, what do you mean is he potty trained? Like,
Because some
yes,
people just be like, oh, they have autism, so this. No,
they yeah.
you
So
went to
they
school.
all be surprised. I was like, I got him potty trained. He was probably like 3.5, almost 4. But when he went to TK, well, preschool, he had to be potty. Well, they told me he had to be potty trained. And when I got them there, they was like, oh, did you bring his diapers? And I was like, no. But when he was in school, he's in TK. He had a whole week that he kept peeing on himself because he was having an attitude. And the teacher was like, this is not like him. And I said, it's not. And he did it for like a whole week. And I told him here, I said, if you come home one more day with pee on you, I was like, I'm gonna beat your ass and I don't care. But I told the teacher, let him stay in that stuff in them clothes because that's one thing he didn't like. If he
Right.
peed on
I
himself,
remember.
Amir would hurry up and take his clothes off.
Yep.
He didn't like being wet. So I told the teacher, let him keep them clothes on. And she was like, no, we can't do that. That's a form of abuse. And I was like, well, I'm telling you what's going to work. Like, if he got to keep
Right. You want the
your
helper out.
clothes on, then he won't do it. But after I told him, I was like, I'm not playing with you, Amir. You come home and I'm not playing with you one more day. And you got on your other clothes, I'm not playing. And after that, no more. He never, ever since he was potty trained, he never had accidents or nothing. It was like once he was potty trained, he was potty trained. He didn't have accidents or nothing. So that's why I'm like, when kids do that stuff, that be a behavior.
Right.
They know exactly what they're doing. And she's allowing him to get away with that. It's no way.
Right.
You 4 and you boo-booing, girl, please. I'll call CPS on my own self then. I would not deal with that.
Oh, so weak.
Des, you have anything to say?
Girl,
Because
I
I
can't
think that
do
the
it.
question is wrong. I think you shouldn't be dating at all because of the nastiness and the biohazards in this damn house.
Girl, that's
And eventually,
disgusting.
y'all gonna. Here's another thing. I don't trust kids that are like that. I'm sorry. Y'all can call kids. That's for you. Okay. Over here, I deal in reality, and I have these kids in my family. I know. Okay. It's a profession of mine. It's a reality of mine, and all of us should actually have these same thought processes because if you paid attention to or been around kids, even from the ones you knew in school that did certain shit that we heard them say that they was fucking doing on purpose, y'all, that little girl could get that man in trouble. What if she gets so angry she say he touched me or did something like this? Somebody teach her something. I'm not gonna be around them. No, I'm not going to cut on no shower for you. I don't even know you like that to go cut on no shower.
See,
Your
the
mama
mom
should.
didn't even want him to be around her kids like that. That's why I'm saying these moms do too much. She needs somebody called on her. Why are you having a man, even though that's your boyfriend, doing that for your 8-year-old daughter? No, that is unacceptable
They do not belong in the bathroom at the same time.
at all.
No, ma'am, no, ham. My dad was not in the bathroom with us. He went in there, he ran our bath water, he come out and we go in. Ain't no I need to make sure you safely get in there. You and your sister figure it out. Or
Better
he'd have
figure
a
that
woman
shit
around
out.
him. But no. And that was
They
our
do
own
too much.
dad.
These women do too much. They do too much. It's sickening.
Sorry, but not sorry. One thing about most black moms don't care what challenges our children have to go. No. Period. You're gonna get it done. It have to get done. Period. I was just talking to Gina about that. Like, refresh my memory. I need you to come on the show and tell these people I'm not lying. Like, Asai was supposed to not talk and do this and do that. And Gina said, not my motherfucking kid. Even I'm going to treat you just like I treat the rest of them.
For real.
Refresh my memory. Am I going wrong? I had to call my mom, like, Mom, my own little brother, correct me if I'm wrong. Mom, the kids in the family group home, correct me if I'm, because these people is crazy. Those are different places. My mom was also a sub teacher for them in school. My uncle is, I don't understand. I'm like, I've been around enough pools of these people, meaning people, period. People, period. Diverse group of people is what I mean by these people. Um, because when I went to school, we didn't have special needs schools. They just had a special ed section, so they play special ed. So they play with us at recess and all of the things. And we play. I don't know how to not integrate. So if you integrate, the reason why they integrated is so they could learn how to play kickball like the rest, learn how to share like the rest. It helped them advance because they saw us doing something, so then they did. I don't understand. I don't understand. What's your
Period.
word? I don't understand, girl. You hurting your own fucking kids.
Hmm.
That's abuse to me. And I see why more people on this here internet is saying I'm calling. I get it now. Why some of them say CPS needs to be called on them and they get to calling
Yeah.
CPS. Get it now. I do. I do. The reason you calling for is because they begging and they getting more money on social media, and that I don't agree with. You're not doing it because you give a fuck about them kids, because y'all do it to get them put out of their place and be calling Section 8 and whatnot, and that's not okay. If you care about them, you wouldn't want the roof to be taken from over their head. So y'all full of shit with that reason. Guess I keep interrupting you. I'm so sorry.
You good, biscuit? I mean, I don't disagree with nothing you're saying. Cause that shit is wild.
Hmm.
It is absolutely insane to me, and I'm not used to it. And if this is where we're going, baby, I'm glad I ain't got no kids. That's all I can say. Because you cannot be afraid to raise your kids. And we did not the age time that we grew up, we did not give kids excuses to be full of shit. We told them like you got to work past these things. You have to be greater than these things. Like it doesn't matter that like none of that shit matters. Like your mama don't care nothing about you talking about an autism my ass.
For
You can't
real.
spell it. I'm finna kick your ass. I bet you learned that. I bet you learned that. So it's crazy work that you're afraid to raise your children, and it's even more crazy that you think you can have a man and put him in such a position and not allow him to actually be a father for you and those children. So if you are stopping him from discipline, that is an issue for me. If you're not actually stepping in and doing the discipline, not to mention all of these little passes that you're giving your kids is only
Mhm.
going to pass their ass to the police.
Yep.
And how you gonna feel then?
Yep. And he's coming in actually teaching, but you're not reinforcing
That's crazy to me.
to pour cereal into be potty trained, and you the one not reinforcing. So you just okay with being in a shitty, nasty, smelly, funky house?
Yeah.
Oh, thank you. She gonna have not a lot of babies, and then she gonna be on the internet talking about, look at me, I feed all my kids, and she gonna line them up and give them their plate, and then she gonna go viral because I'm an amazing mom. I do the best I can. The best you can is to stop having kids you can't take care of. That's the best you can.
Yeah.
Let's start starting at the root. And I get it. Well, they here now. Well, I'm not gonna glorify you now just because you figured out how to make 87 new top ramens at one time. The hell? I don't care anymore. Leave me alone. So that is it for me. I hope you enjoyed tonight's stories. And I think out of all the stories, my favorite was, what was the first one? I can't remember. My favorite was the Ozempic lady. That was my favorite because I have a feeling that girl gonna get you. And I like knowing she had a good boyfriend. That was my favorite
I
story.
promise you, that was it right there. That sealed it for me as well.
That
I
was
said,
my
"Oh, there's still good men out there." Oh my God.
yes, 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 yes. So let us know in the comments what is your favorite story. Make sure that on the way out you hit that like button, you share, and hopefully you are subscribed. Also, if you want to support, go over to Amazon and buy one of my coloring book journals. You'll love them. They help you with things like this. Some people brain not working. And if you really want to do somebody a solid, buy it as a gift for the person that needs it. I'm pretty sure you all can buy 12 of them each and hand them out just at work to people that
I'm
need
hollering.
it. And stocking stuffers. Yes, make a stocking. Don't wait till Christmas. Do it now. But that's just
But I
me.
was thinking about you.
Follow me on all social media platforms. Ladies, what do you have to say for your outro?
You can follow me on all social media platforms as well as Delicious with two E's Designs by D. The nail tech of the gods, in my opinion, is free. Hmm.
And you can follow me on Facebook, TikTok, and YouTube on Thursdays at Talk to Rose.
That's it. Good night, Royals.
Good
Have a good
night.
one. I'm gonna go eat. Good night.